It's not over until it's over, and this movie, we've seen this movie now play out so many times. But yeah, Skydance is back. It looks like they have amended some of the terms of the deal agreement with Paramount. Remember, they had been in this very, very long, drawn out negotiating process. We're talking almost 6, 7 months. And then right when they were at the finish line, somewhere in mid-June, Shari Redstone basically just walked away, from the entire deal. But I think now they're back. And I think the one big thing that Shari Redstone was kind of looking for, which she seems to have gotten, is slightly better in terms of the amount of cash that she's going to get paid. So I think previously it was about 1.7 billion. Now it's 1.75 billion. But I think more importantly is that she is getting stronger indemnification language in the deal agreement, which basically protects her from any potential lawsuits. That's something that she has been pretty worried about, because remember, the Skydance deal basically favors her over everybody else. So that is obviously breeding ground for a lot of litigation. And the one thing I think that is going to work for Skydance and David Ellison is that there is no longer this requirement for the majority of the minority shareholder approval, which was kind of a non-starter for David Ellison. So I think she has said that, okay, we don't need that anymore. So that's where we stand right now. We're really not sure about, if there are any deal sweeteners for the Class B shareholders, or what else is happening in terms of the other deal terms.
Yeah, this is a very complicated deal, and it's also, given the dual class share structure, makes it even more complicated. Geetha, I'm wondering who gets what. Lay it out for us, because we know David Ellison, who's, we should note, is the son of Larry Ellison. He's a film producer. He's certainly interested in the studio business. But who gets what if this deal were to go through?
Yes, I think what is going to happen is, obviously, as you said, this is an extremely convoluted, complex process. So in stage one of this deal, it's a multi-step deal. In stage one, what is going to happen is Skydance is basically going to acquire National Amusements. Now, National Amusements is the parent company of Paramount.
Okay, I'm just getting out the whiteboard to make a diagram here.
Actually, that's a good idea.
Yeah. It holds about 80% of the voting stock for Paramount. So they're going to go ahead and do that transaction first, and then once that's in place, then Paramount is going to merge with Skydance, so it becomes one whole combined entity. And then obviously right now you have this really kind of funny structure at the Paramount. So they basically fired their previous CEO Bob Bakish, and now they have kind of this three-headed CEO. So they have three different division chiefs who are heading the company as kind of the stopgap arrangement. So I think the plan is, once David Ellison takes control, he's going to have Jeff Shell run the whole thing. And remember, Jeff Shell used to run NBC, so he's extremely familiar with the media business. So that is kind of the tentative plan. But again, we'll have to see. And I think the reason why Shari Redstone prefers the Skydance plan to, let's say, the Sony Apollo plan, which actually gave better financial terms to the rest of the shareholders, was because they were really looking to sell a lot of the assets and only keep the studio. I think what Skydance has promised Shari is that they will keep the company pretty much intact before they start looking to kind of dispose of assets. And I think that was very important for Shari and kind of her preserving her family's legacy.